Hey guys, this is Andrews with Adam Audio, and today we're going to be talking about our latest plugin collective offer. This time it's the RetroMod 106 from Tracktion. So if you haven't already seen our latest plugin videos or any of our social posts, if you are an Adam Audio customer, you can register your products on our website at the MyADAM user area. This will grant you access to not only some free plugins, but the 5-year warranty, which is one of the best in the business. And like I said, today we're going to be talking about the RetroMod 106 from Tracktion. This is truly a great sounding plugin. And even if you are not an Adam Audio user, I would definitely suggest checking it out. We'll link that in the description as well. It's worth the investment, I think, at the end of the day. So the RetroMod 106 from Tracktion is an emulation of the classic quintessential 80s synthesizer, the Roland Juno. And everything I say, you're going to want to take with a grain of salt to a certain extent because I do not have the Juno sitting right next to me. I can't hit the keys there and then hit the keys here and say, compare the two directly side by side. However, I must say that a lot of the classic vintage sound is emulated very well here. So we'll jump into this session I've got open here and walk you guys through what you can do with it. So like last time, this is going to be an FL Studio session. And like always, this plugin will work in any DAW that you use. If you saw the last video, you know that I'm a little bit more of a hip hop oriented producer. But of course, when you're dealing with a retro Juno synthesizer, you really have to bring in some of those synth wavy elements that everybody loves. So I'll go ahead and play this track for a few bars so you guys can see what you're looking at here. So that was the main buildup of the song. There's a couple other things I'll go through here quickly. Every element in this song, except for this sample right here in this 808, were all created, and the drums obviously, were all created with the RetroMod 106. So everything you're hearing, for the most part, is this plugin. So I'll go ahead and play this really quickly so you guys can just get a glimpse of what else is going on here. And then ultimately it leads back into this. Yeah, so you get the point. So I'll walk through everything and kind of showcase how it was put together and some of the things that you can do with this plugin. Go ahead and save this so I don't ruin anything. So first up, we have this low kind of grumbling bass. And then we have the... This is kind of the main plucky synth. And then you got these chords. And you'll notice right off of the bat, all three of these synth sounds really have nothing going on the mixer track. Obviously, there's been a little bit of light mastering so I can bring the levels up and everybody can hear it correctly. There's a slight EQ just to cut some of the low end and make room for the main lead synth. But you'll see the limiters at the bottom, and that's just being sidechained to, I had a kick drum there for a while, I got rid of it. So I could even get rid of that if I wanted to. This is just a retro color plugin, just to give it a little bit more analog warmth. But this bass has literally nothing on it. And then finally, when it comes to the main chorus part, we have the big lead sound. This does have a little bit more going on. I just cut out some of the low end and then added one of our past free plugins, which was the Devastator 2, to give it a little bit more grit. And then, like I said, this was just a sidechained thing that I no longer have going. What's really cool about this plugin, and why I say that it's worth it even if you're not an Adam Audio customer, is you get 3 classic Juno sounds in one. So you get the Alpha Juno, you get the Juno 60, and you get the Juno 106, and a lot of different presets that align with those classic sounds from back in the day. And you have so many to choose from. I think there's, let me double check how many presets there are here. So there's 291 presets in this plugin and 1,500 samples. And what's really cool is you can choose this pad, for instance. Give it a little bit more analog feel. Adds a little bit of a pitch modulation to it, just a touch, so you can get that warm analog sound that you're looking for. And then you have all these effects. So one of the reasons that you didn't see a lot of effects on the actual mixer in FL Studios is because a lot of these just sound great and you can add them directly to the plugin themselves. So I have a compressor here that kind of makes it sound a little bit more sampled, maybe a little bit more vintage. So I lied, there's literally nothing happening with that compressor actually, but the chorus. Get a little bit more width, just a touch, and it adds, just a little bit more of that classic 80s warmth that you're looking for. But we can go through some of these other presets so you guys can get a feel for how many there are and how good they all sound. That's a nice one. That's a good one too. And the main thing is, like I said, that you don't have to do much with these. You put them on, you play the chords, and then boom. You don't really have to add any effects. You can, like I did with the chorus, but it's all sounds great out of the virtual box. And then you can go to the modulator here, add a little bit of craziness to it. And then we have the main. This was actually just an ARP, so you have a bunch of arpeggiated synths as well that you can choose from. So if we were to go into the main controls, you can shape the envelopes here, like I said. So you get the point. There's a lot that you can do with this plugin. So that is pretty much the RetroMod 106 from Tracktion in a nutshell here. Again, I encourage you to check this plugin out if you are an ADAM Audio customer. And like I said, if you are not an ADAM Audio customer, I would still suggest you give this a try. It really sparks your creativity with all the presets and samples that they have, but also being able to dial in all of those presets and make your own sound with all of the effects and things that you can choose from. So again, my name is Anders with ADAM Audio, and if you want to download this plugin, go ahead and go to adam-audio.com and look for the MyADAM user area. And if you guys like this track, I will put a link to that down in the description as well. And if you guys like these videos, please like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for more free plugins.